Welcome back. Bittersweet Farms has been helping so many families here in our area for decades, and coming up next month, you have a chance to help them out. This afternoon, we have Julie with us from Bittersweet Farms to talk about celebrating possibilities. Well, it's a fun event. It's going in June 6th. It's outside, finally enjoying some warm weather and summertime. Yeah, and it's a fun night. I've emceed it many times, and you know, music and food trucks. Let's talk about Bittersweet Farms first of all, though, and the services they provide. My full disclosure, my daughter Jamie lived out there for a while, and our family's really enjoyed the services they provide. Yeah. They do so much for so many people.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and Jamie's great. She's been a volunteer of ours, and she always helps us out with all of our events. So yeah, so we're really pleased that she's still involved with the farm. But yeah, so we just turned 40 last year. So for just over 40 years, we've been providing services for adults and adolescents with autism at 3 different campuses in Northwest Ohio, our main campus being in White House. So we've got residents that actually live on the farm, and then we have what we call a day program where we have men and women come in and actually working our programs on the farm, and that's everything from working in gardens to working in creative arts to working in the barn to baking our delicious cookies, and they actually draw a paycheck for the work that they do. So it's very rewarding work.
And that's a celebrating possibilities, because they just enjoy being out there. They can learn something, and it makes their life better, and it helps the families. Just a wonderful program.
Yeah, thank you.
So the fundraiser coming up in June, that provides a good part of the budget for Bittersweet for the year?
It does. So on June 6th, again, Celebrating Possibilities, it's our 10th year of doing it. Of course, we thank you for your past support, and we'll miss you this year. So we provide funding through Celebrating Possibilities to support the programs, right? So those monies will actually go back and help provide monies for program supplies, actually help pay some of the our participants' salaries, and really anything else we need to support those individual programs where our participants are working every single day.
Talk about the vegetable program, because I know the residents do grow vegetables and flowers during the spring and summer. Talk about that service.
So we have what we call the Gardens Vocation Program, and we grow from seed to harvest year-round. So we have 7 hoop houses, which allow us to grow all year long. So our participants are actually really actively engaged, right? So they go out there and they plant the seeds, they water year-round. And then we have what we call a community-supported agriculture CSA program, where people in the community can actually purchase the vegetables that we've been growing all year long, and they buy what we call shares, but they're boxes, and we offer that in 3 seasons for spring, summer, and fall, and we sell out every single year. So again, another really cool way for us to connect with the community, but also generate some nice needed funding to help us sustain that program.
Julia, what does it do for the residents' self-confidence to be able to do that and do some work, see it pay off, and then bring in some money for them?
Yeah, you know, they're so proud of their work, and we're so proud of, you know, their accomplishments. So, you know, we have DSPs and our specialists that are working with the men and women day in and every single day and teaching them these new skills, but to actually see them, you know, see their finished product, they're so proud of it. And it's everything from, you know, the gardening aspect of it to the things they create in creative arts, right? So all of the weaving, and you know, and we make the glass pieces in the kiln, and they are just so proud of the work that they've done and actually seeing it come to fruition, right? So there's nothing better than seeing the guys and men and women come out with big smiles on
Will there
their
be an
faces.
art show this year again?
We will have the market will be open during Celebrating Possibilities. So the market at Bittersweet Gardens is open throughout the week, but we also have it open for during Celebrating Possibilities, so people can come in, browse around, buy some handmade items to bring home, and either for themselves or buy gifts. So there's all kinds of ways to support Bittersweet.
You forget that Bittersweet Farms is a farm, and so it's a full, complete farm with growing produce. Also, you got a lot of livestock out there. Now, what do they do with the livestock?
So in our barn therapy program, so we have goats. We're actually looking to get maybe some mini horses in the near future, but they actually take them for walks. They help feed, they help clean all the animals. They keep the animals well groomed, and they're interacting with the animals every day. So that gives them obviously a sense of purpose, but there's that sense of caring, right? So they're actually taking care of, you know, these live animals. The barn's one of my favorite places to go. It's so cool out there.
Yeah, it is, and I have to think that it's a two-way street for the animals and for the residents, that they can get used to being around animals and feel comfortable, because sometimes that's an unfamiliar territory for them.
Yep, and they do. They get in there. They establish really deep relationships with the animals, and it's so great to see everyone smiling out there. That environment out there is it's very sweet, and they do a great job out there and keeping the animals nice and clean and fed and healthy. It's
They
great.
sure do. Deserve the support. Here again,
Thank
it's
you.
the Celebrating Possibilities coming up on June 6th. Tickets are $60 a ticket. That includes dinner.
2 drink tickets, and then everyone gets a paddle for the silent auction, our live auction. We're doing a raise the paddle to support a program.
And the musical guest this year is?
Skittlebots.
Skittlebots.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun party.
It will be a great time, and we're
Julie,
looking forward to it.
Thanks so much for coming out.
Thanks so much, Dan.